So you're creating your poster, and today our example is going to be on immunology. So you've got a series of questions. First one is, what is it? Any ideas to start with? Yep, so we're on studying the immune system. What else? Drugs and bacteria. So if we then study the immune system, important branch of the medical and biological sciences, protects us from infection. So we might throw that one in there as well. Protects from infection. Blah, 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 blah. You can die. That would be a bad thing. So our next question is, what are our related fields? And when we do that, we look at our fields. So with our immunology, there's going to be quite a few. So biology is going to be one of our first ones, isn't it? So I'm going to create a new one over here. I might change the thing. So I've got biology. I've got medicine. I've got pharmacology. Biochemistry. Oh, that's a bit ugly. No, you'll be doing it on paper. This is just as an example. You might even look at genetics. Right? So you look at genetics. You could look at pathology. Now, in regards to an immune system, someone said before, what do you do to boost your immune system? So you might drink the orange juice with some vitamin C in it. So what field would be the food that you eat? Nutrition. All right. So straight away, what we will find is a lot of our fields, there should be a lot of lap over. Occasionally you'll find one with just one or two. Now, our next question is, well, what's a job? What's a job in immunology? So we're just going to look at jobs in immunology. So, immunology jobs. So, based on my initial, like what we know, doctor, pharmacist. Okay. So, GP, so yep, we've got our doctor, surgeon. In regards to nutrition, you could even have dietitian. You could have a nutritionist. Now, we set up there drugs and bacteria. So, what sort of jobs are involved in that? Yeah? So, research, bacteriologist. So, you've got a whole heap of those jobs, and hopefully that's still working. You've got a whole heap of those jobs. Now, if you've got one or two, you'll sit there and like, what does that person do? Obviously, with this one, we're probably not going to go into that, but it's very much related to what we're doing here. Is that it's that protecting from infection. So you've got your research scientists that are going to be sitting there going, righto, how am I going to prevent this infection, or what sort of impact is this bacteria going to have? So you've got a whole range of things. The last one is the trickiest one, the give an example of the collaboration. So in regards to immunology, when has immunology worked with any other field? Doesn't have to be the related ones. Can you think of an example where immunology has assisted, so studying immune systems, how has that assisted or worked with other fields? Yep. So what are we looking at then? Right. So if we're looking at outbreak of disease, so things like the Ebola virus, right? So you had your doctors initially working on treating the people, right? But it just kept spreading. So you would have had your immunologists that would have been then working on, okay, how do we stop it? So how do we stop it from spreading? Right. So the immunologist is working with the medical field, doctor, etc. That's as simple as it needs to be for today. Because what you'll do is you'll sit there and you go, if I find that one interesting, I'll look more into depth with that later on in the term.